Good morning, everyone. This is Millie in the City, the host of Beyond Me, the show. And do we have a doozy for you today? Oh, I got some ladies together. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I have to introduce everyone first, and then we are going to just talk about over-sexualization of Black women in entertainment and beyond. I just made it up. So first, I want to introduce the beautiful Angela Carter of AJC Investment. Sorry, Angela Inc. Good morning, lady.
Good morning.
And you do investments, correct?
Yeah, I'm a real estate investment. I do fix and flips. I do short-term rentals. I also wholesale land. So yeah, that's what I'm in. I'm a real estate agent as well. Thank you.
I love that. Oh, wait till you hear the other. There's another. I digress. I'm so glad to see you. You look so beautiful this morning. I see that we'll be clutching our pearls together today.
Absolutely.
And we also have the beautiful Sierra Holmes. She is co-CEO of Pretty Girl Safe. It is a self-defense product company. Good morning, Sierra.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
All right. Self-defense products, huh? That's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we need. I digress. And that actually ties in to what we're talking about today. So I love that you're here. I also have the beautiful, JV Jones. And I had to get a whole cell phone extra to read the dynamics of this lady. She is the CEO of the nonprofit Return to Eden, which I've been to. It's amazing. She's a realtor, investor specialist. She's also a domestic violence spokesperson, interviewer, and consultant. Good morning, JV Jones.
Good morning. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh gosh, we've had these discussions. Okay, we've had these discussions. And last but certainly not least, she's on my favorite list of people. I love her. I have Miss Omika Punk. She is a published author. How I Found Me, but she has her own show called The Miss O Show. Welcome, beautiful. How are you?
Welcome. Thank you for having me. I am fabulous.
Then she always represents.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. We just love Miss O, don't we, JD?
Yes, we do.
So I'm so excited just to speak with you guys today. Just because not only have I had these conversations with all of you, but I've been having these conversations lately, and I really hate to pinpoint how I got to this topic. And Sierra, the singer, actress, model, mother, she was photographed in something that showed her full breast, full butt, she just was naked with something sheer over it. She got a lot of heat for that. Lots and lots and lots of heat for it. Now I know us Black women, we will tear down our own. I get it when we shouldn't, but she was at a show called Barely There. Let's get into it, guys. Let me just show here. We're going to divide sides. I already know. I'm not for her showing everything. I'm tired of not only her. I have a list of people I'm tired of seeing. I'm tired of seeing ass cheeks of Lizzo. Tired of seeing her breast. Tired of seeing Sierra. I'm tired of seeing Chloe Bailey. I am tired of also Madonna. I'm just tired. Especially, I know Madonna isn't Black, but I'm still tired of our Black women just bearing it all, having their boobs out, having their butt out, and you got kids. But I digress. So I'm going to start with the youngest entrepreneur of the group, Sierra. You got a friend on the show. You know you got a friend on the show, but let's go briefly because I know we all have to discuss it. How do you feel, first of all, about the over sexualization of Black women in entertainment, but more so what Sierra had on? Are you for or against it?
I'm for it. Um, Black women should be able to voice their feelings and how they view themselves to the world without being judged. Period, point blank.
Okay, I'm going to go to my pearl sister, Miss Angela Carter. Give me your thoughts.
I'm against it. And I'm old school, right? I'm 56 years old. And the way I was brought up is, at some point, be respectful, cover up. You got, like you said, kids that's coming up, they're watching this, and that's how things evolved. They what they see is what they emulate. And if we want a better society, then we got to do right. We got to show them, hey, it's nothing wrong with showing your speaking up and showing Black is beautiful, but let's do it in a respectful way.
Okay.
Something-
I'm gonna cut you off just really quick. I don't love to do that, but I'm gonna cut you off because I'm going to get opposing counsel on.
Okay.
Miss O, your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm with Sierra. Like, I'm for it, but I think the difference is that I think people associate with someone wearing sexy clothes to the actions that go behind those sexy clothes. All right, point blank and period. Sierra can wear a see-through dress. She can wear sexy clothes, but she still can walk around dignified, head held high, not twerking, not having her, areas like gyrating and different things like that. Then you have maybe somebody that's Lizzo. She's wearing sexy clothes, but she's also pulling her cheeks out. She's twerking. She's doing all these different types of things that I feel as though that is, to me, unnecessary. And not just her, but I'm talking about even some of the artists when they have different things on. It's also how you present yourself, more so as far as your actions, not just what you have on. I am a mother. I am a fiance. My daughter is 18 years old. I've always had if you're going to bear the top, you wear pants. If you're going to have a short skirt on, you wear a long sleeve shirt at the top. I was always taught there's balance in it. You don't wear the half shirt and the short dress at the same time, short skirt. But I've always loved being sexy. I've always loved showing my body. I've always loved, being who I am. I don't feel that takes away from me being disrespectful, because I've never been disrespectful to a soul. My daughter is one of the most beautiful, well-behaved, straight-A student, doing her thing. My mother has loved every single photo that I've ever taken when I was an eye candy model back in the day. My mother loved it. She was my biggest fan. So I understand that we have kids and we have to show them. But I know a lot of people that's covered up here, and they're not good people, and they're not, upstanding citizens, and they're not, putting out the best information, and they're not teaching the kids great things. So, I think it goes well past, how we're dressed. And I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. All right, JB Jones, we'll go to you next. What do you have to say let's talk about Sierra. What do you briefly have to say, and then we'll take a break?
Well, real quickly, I'm all for a person expressing themselves. I feel a lot like Sierra in that respect, that I'm not a judgmental person, and I think we can't judge people because at the end of the day, everybody's responsible for their own actions. I do realize we're living in different times, and we have to understand that the standards of the past don't necessarily are respected by the younger people of today. And every generation has pushed the envelope, should I say, and done things that, our parents or grandparents said, hey, you're doing too much, you're showing too much, or whatever. The hot pants of the 60s and so on and so forth. So I tend not to judge. I just hope that, again, like she said, if you got children, that you'll be respectful. And of course, being on TV, you can't show all the private parts. But, she was beautiful. She was. I have to give her that. But you got to have the body to show it.
I take a break really quick, and I already see the head nod of Miss O. But I love you, but I feel like I'm going to break really quick, but I will say that Sierra is also twerking, and she's also doing all kinds of things, but she's also preaching in a prison. So we'll get back to that. This is Beyond Me, the show. We'll be right back. Take a break real quick.
Because I am fully convinced this has been all in sports. You in the building. The second time around.
Our Stewart sisters, our sisters. That is what makes.
Welcome back to Beyond Me, the show. We are discussing over-sexualization of Black women in entertainment and just beyond. I introduced everyone, so we have a nice, beautiful panel on here. And we want to know what you guys think. Some people are for, against. We were speaking about Sierra and her barely there outfit. For specifically, she was at a show. Ladies, I don't want to judge. I just know that Sierra and her husband were just at a prison. I'm not sure where, and they were preaching the word of God, as we all can do. And then she has on booty shorts, and then she's naked. Who wants to take that one?
I do. Because
I knew it.
I'm sorry, because I just want to know, how do they correlate? You got people that go to church on Sunday and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are out at happy hour drinking, or they're at work cursing people out, or they're having sex and they're not married, or they're doing all these different types of things that they just learned in church are sin and they shouldn't be doing that. So how does that correlate? You can't, when you want to say that, oh, well, they were preaching. So because I wear sexy things, I can't preach to somebody. I can't tell somebody what I feel is good, or give them some lessons from some experiences that I have. I can't do that because I wore some sexy stuff like that. I'm just trying to.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I think I am in a sense where have been an advocate for her forever. Been in many arguments, as I will, about her and Future. And I've had arguments with men that say she's just this and that. I didn't like what Future did, didn't like what she said. I love the fact that she said, you know what, God? I feel like she had a conversation with God. And I feel like she was like, you know what, God, this ain't it. I don't want to do this. And I'm going to wait. And then it was such a positive story. And she was on Red Table Talk. And I was like, yes, here. And everything was positive. And she waited to have sex. No more sex until she got married. And everything was, it seemed like, okay, she did it the way that we all think in our mind. We choose the wrong man. And I was so proud of her, and I was so excited. And then she got married and had the kids and the babies. She didn't really respond back to Future, all the negativity, and it was so positive. And then all of a sudden, bam, after she got married, after she heard all this stuff and didn't respond, and she did everything. She came out twerking, booty shorts, no clothes on, ass. Ooh, can't say that. But, and I'm just like, it's like she reverted back.
But we have to go into places where we have to dress a certain way. Church, we got to do what we got to do in church. We got to dress the way
Okay.
It's appropriate to go to church. Work, we have to wear business clothes to church. My wardrobe outside of those things is my personality. Really me, true to who I truly am. So if I have a crop top on and booty shorts, that shouldn't have nothing. Like, if you dislike it, you turn your eye and be just being your own. I don't like that. That's something I wouldn't be okay with. But it's not you. It's me. It's my personality. It's what I like to wear. It's what I chose to buy.
Okay. Okay. Let me go. I haven't. Let's briefly go to Miss Angela Carter. Hey, you're quiet over there. What you got to say?
Yeah, I'm taking it all in because yeah, you're sending messages.
Okay.
Oh.
So what are you doing is yeah, 1 minute you professing to be one way, and then you gotta understand that when you put yourself on display like that, and you go, I'm not sure who she was preaching to, where it was women or where it was men. First thing you're going to do is they're not going to hear a word you got to say. They looking at your body. Right there, you cannot even convey what God has for you to, because they're not paying you 1 ounce of attention because they're consumed by what you're displaying. So you lost them already.
Okay, I love that.
I don't think she was dressed like that at the prison, though. This is a whole different event. So it's like, of course, she's not going to go to the prison dressed like that in front of men.
Go to the prison dressed like that.
She went to preach in prison and she wore something appropriate. So this is something different where she got to really personalize her outfit. This is something I really like. I don't really think it's sending mixed signals. I can be a child of God. That's my conversation with God and God only.
Okay. Okay.
So what I choose to put on my body, it has nothing, how I smell, what perfume I'm wearing. It's the whole vibe of me being personalized and what I'm wearing. Like I said, you're not going to go to the prison with men and do that. But they're going to sexualize her regardless because she's a woman.
Yeah, but I can't. Yeah, I have different views, and my whole view is whether she's in the prison or not. I thought maybe I heard that wrong, but it's still sending mixed signal. You 1 minute you showing up and you trying to preach God's word. Well, let's go to the Bible then. If you want, let's go to the Bible.
Okay.
If you read the Bible from A to Z, you.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then why is there? I mean, if it's all about that, then I mean, you got pastors and you got preachers and you got women in church that have done some of the way worse things. It's right in the church. So
I agree with that
because of the fact that I have on clothes and I'm fully clothed and I'm, clothed up. I'm clothed. That it makes me a better person, or
it doesn't make them a better person. That's not what I'm saying.
Right. I get what you're saying. And I understand what you're saying. I totally get it. I totally get it. But what I'm saying is what I'm receiving from what you're saying is that they're not even listening to Sierra at all because of how she dresses, whether it was what she had on at the Barely There event or how they've ever seen her. However, there was somebody who thought that Sierra was highly enough to go in there and talk to them people. She didn't just walk into a prison deciding one day she's going to walk in and talk about it. So there was somebody who said, we want, Sierra to come in here and talk to these people. And it could have sent another woman in there fully dressed and they might have still not received the message. You don't understand? Because messages come from different people. Sometimes you can have a drug dealer go and talk to people in the jail and they understand them better than somebody who hasn't been in their shoes. Sometimes it takes people to say, oh, I used to be like that. Oh, I was a single mother. So I can hear it, receive it better from somebody who came from, where I was compared to somebody who feel like they, oh, I would never be a single mother or I would never, you understand what I'm saying? I mean,
all right. let me get to JB Jones. JB Jones, your thoughts?
You know what? I I'm loving this conversation
Love it.
because um, I think I definitely understand and agree with a lot of what is Angela. Am I correct?
Yes.
Uh, she is saying, because of course you are exactly right. When you are representing God, um, people do have the expectation, and the Bible, I'm sure it says it somewhere, that you are to walk that walk when you become saved, and you know you're representing God in Jesus Christ's name. But I also understand though that we're all work in progress. A lot of us are work in progress,
I
and if they have the influence for someone to pay attention, like Miss O was saying, you know, they're probably not going to a lot of times listen to the preacher that comes, and the one that, you know, the first lady of the church. But here's Sierra, who they admire and love and adore, is talking about God. And so sometimes it takes someone that you can really relate to and is on kind of, I'm just saying on their level, as in, you know, she's not holier than thou, for lack of a better word. You know what I mean? So she would be
Okay.
the one a lot of times that would reach those that are, you know, turned off by the ones that represent the cloth and God.
Okay. Thank you so much, JB Jones. I love this conversation. That's why I wanted to have it. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Back to Beyond Me, the show. I'm your host, Millie in the City. We are talking about over-sexualization in entertainment with Black women. I'm Black, so I figured I'd talk about my ladies. I have a panel of guests. I have Miss Angela Carter, I have Miss JD Jones, Miss O, Miss Sierra Holmes, and we are talking about it today. We were not finished talking about Sierra, but I want to kind of get off of it. I think that everyone just had so many good things to say, and good points, and I didn't look at it like that. Thank you guys for your input. Let's talk about, and I had it on my notes somewhere. I forgot it. My notes, here it is. So I was doing a little bit of research, and it said that the over-sexualization of Black women started in slavery. What I'm going to do is go around to the panel and just ask whether you agree or not, and then I'll come back to myself, and then we'll have a brief discussion about it. Miss, what are your thoughts? Do you feel like it started in slavery?
I can see that.
Miss Carter, you all.
You know, I never really thought about that, but
I didn't either until I read it.
It could. That's a thought.
That's a thought. Miss O.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Angela on that. I'm sorry, Miss Carter. I'm with her on that. I never really thought about it as well, but I could see it. I definitely can see it. 100%.
That's what I saw. JB Jones, your thoughts?
Do me a favor and re-say that again. My earpiece had come out,
Yeah,
and so I missed some of the questions.
So I read an article literally this morning that said the over-sexualization of Black women started with slavery. You agree or disagree?
Yeah, I do agree. Yes.
Okay. That's a whole nother show, right? Ladies,
yes,
I have another question. I'm going to ask some questions. Do you feel like body positivity has gone a little unchecked? Let me start with Sierra Holmes.
Body positivity, like women being comfortable in their current body, whether they wanted to lose weight or gain weight. So like just that in that sense.
Okay, under the umbrella of body positivity, like, you know what? Not gonna make that comment for another show. So the body positivity. So we're doing all of this sexy stuff because it's body positivity. We're naked. butt, titties, all of that is breast out,
It's personality.
body positivity. Are we taking it too far? Yes or no?
I don't know if it's body positivity. I think it's personality. I don't know if I agree with body positivity.
Well, that's the word that
because
you say. That is the word, that is the phrase that they're taking this word body positivity and using that as
the reason my wardrobe is the way it is because I you have is because that is my way of expressing myself and what I want to wear.
okay.
So I think it's more of a personality.
Okay, Miss O.
I'm with Sierra. I think when I think of body positivity, from what I've read about it and just kind of following it or whatever, I thought it was more so of like what Sierra said, as far as like, I'm comfortable in my body shape, whether I want to lose weight, gain weight, or whatever. So it's hard for me to say that because that's how I see body positivity. So,
Okay.
and so I mean, like, I think that when you talk about body positivity, we're going to be really serious about it. Majority of times it's based off of bigger size women. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's based off of that. Bigger size
Okay.
women deciding that they want to maybe wear what Sierra would wear. And people
Exactly.
are like, that you're too big for that. But they're like, hey, I love my body. I love the size I'm in. And if I want to wear this, even if you don't like it, if I want to wear this, this is what I want to wear. Even if it's something that's showing a lot of your skin, or might be something that quote unquote Sierra would wear. And that's where I think that the body positivity, from the perspective of somebody who may be viewed as bigger, would kind of come into play. So that's kind of like how yeah.
JB Jones, is body positivity and the umbrella of it, is it gone unchecked?
With this generation, I would say it's at an all-time high. And, I appreciate someone being whatever size you are, being, loving your body, but I take it to a whole nother level too. I take it to a level of health. And, I'm positive and feeling good about my body when my body is in good health and feeling good. So, I think a lot of times being larger, I might be stepping on some toes. A lot of times being larger comes with a health, issue.
Right.
For lack of a better word. So I think we just need to sometimes, when we start focusing on the body positivity, let's not forget about the health that comes along with that.
JB Jones. Angela Carter, I'm going to end it with you. And I want to know if I can have your permission, or if you want to, and we're going to take a break and we're going to do part 2 of this show. But I do remember there was a comment you made about the things that these women are doing about body positivity, and you had something specific to say about it. Do you think body positivity is unchecked under the umbrella? And do you have a specific comment about how you really feel about it?
Yeah.
I know what the comment was. I want to ask permission. I want to step on the toes.
Well, I do think it's unchecked, and it's way out of hand these days. I was just watching something the other day. Millions of people were watching this see-through all the way through on national TV. Come on now. What example are we setting? I'm sorry. Some things are just left for the bedroom. Some things are just left. I mean, I'm not trying to be old school. This is just being plain, having respect for yourself. I know a lot of people say, well, there's nothing wrong with that. Really, because that's how we formed our minds. Okay, we're allowed ourselves to get caught up in the new day. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a new day. It's cool. It's all right. It's acceptable. Well, if is that how you think it's acceptable because you made it acceptable in your eyes. But is it acceptable in God's eyes? You know,
Okay.
You have to have some boundaries.
Boundaries is so the word boundaries is a key word right now, is what you're saying.
Yep, we have to have limits. We have to have boundaries.
Can I ask Miss Carter?
You know what? Real quick, what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. We got to go to part 2, and we will come back to that. Boundaries is not a word that's been used. I love it, and there are none.
Absolutely.
Miss Carter, there are none. Why do we have to push the boundary in this way? So what I'm going to do is, thank you, ladies. We're going to take this break. We're going to go to part 2 of this show of over-sexualization. Is there just over-sexualization of Black women in entertainment and just beyond? We will be right back. We're going to part 2 of this show. Bye-bye.